All right, hey everyone out there in YouTube land, I'm Perry Lovewhistle.
And I am the John Paul Fritz. So what we're going to do today is we're going to cut out a couple of metal pieces for an armor set we're working on, as well as working on a couple of bends and design attempts to make the armor at least look good. So that's what we'll be working on today, and we'll show you a couple of clips of that. It's recording?
We're recording.
Okay. So I wanted to show you guys what I was going to work with here. So my goal is to make a breastplate today, to make and cut a breastplate. So making a template for that is kind of hard because I'm not really a seamstress, so I don't know how to take my own measurements or anything like that. But I did find out that this tactical vest here, and you can see here it's got some Pokemon gym badges from my past cosplay experience. But basically, it is designed to fit me pretty well, and it's actually exactly the right size I need for a breastplate because it only comes down to just below the belly button, which is what you want for a functional medieval plate breastplate. And yeah, just wanted to show you this. It's going to be my template. I'm going to draw around it and hopefully get something that works out of it.
Right now, I am trying to copy this piece of artwork right here. Effectively, this is John Paul's pauldron. So what I have is just the very first piece, right? The foundation, you can see it's this piece right here. So what I'm doing is using this as a template to make what's going to end up being the haut, this part right here. So I've got to curve it around, make it a little bit wide, and then design some tabs to come off and rivet down onto this piece. Now we're back and forth. Right. So this comes down to the whole point of the YouTube channel. There are things that you may not necessarily need, and people will say, oh, you can totally get by without it. When it comes to armor making, or really any big, anytime you have to cut sheet metal at any sort of thickness, more than just straight lines, you need a throatless shear. So basically just a giant reinforced scissors that are going to allow us to get straight through the metal. This is not a Beverly brand shear, but it's the Beverly style throatless shear. And how much did this end up costing you?
This was $170.
$170, right? And this does everything we need. There are some cheaper brands out there that people claim can do everything. So, buy at your own risk. But you want to follow along exactly the way we do. Eastwood brand throatless shear. That's what we're using. Cut to montage. It's been about 3 hours. Let's show off what we've done so far and what we've learned. Alright, so I have completely cut out the haut. Right, I got the tabs ready to be drilled and bolted onto my weave. I have also cut and dished my actual pauldron. Alright, so right there, lesson learned. Dishing is freaking exhausting. I'm going to post a link to the guy that we watched do a bunch of armor smithing.
Down here.
Yeah, down here.
Right.
And he does not make it clear how exhausting dishing is. As you can tell, there are a whole bunch of bumps all over this from the dishing. Because really the most effective way to dish is to really just smash it with the ball peen side of the ball peen hammer, resulting in a bunch of dents. If we had a complete armor smithing shop, we'd have something that's basically a cannonball mounted on a piece of rebar that we could planish that out and smooth it out. We don't have that. This piece is always going to have those bumps, so that's just going to be part of the charm. And that's what we got there.
Alright, so for what I worked on, I have mostly complete breastplate. Notice the edges are rolled here. Decided to add that in. It's a full roll rather than a flare. I like the way it looks, and it's the first time I've done it, so I wanted to make sure I got that skill down. We use this Hardy tool, which almost looks like a chisel, to fit in the Hardy hole of our anvil to get the rolls nice and tight. You'll notice that this is asymmetrical with this being cut out right here. This is because when I designed my pauldron, I did not think I would need to have it go over the breastplate. So, yeah, that's it. Pretend you didn't say that. You can edit that out.
I can.
But it will. Hold on a second.